If the William Lynch letter is authentic, then the spell of self-hate should have been lifted by now. But here we are, 2023, still doing shit that's detrimental to the state of black existence, all for the sake of keeping it a buck. You ever notice, Mr. Charlie, they could fight like lions versus leopards, but still find a way to come together at the end of the day and go play golf. On the green, men meet under this white umbrella, and they swing iron between their legs like it's their love muscle. And their only objective is to knock a little white ball off the face of the earth. And it's just symbolic. It probably started as a smear campaign, turned into a game, but now it's a sport. Thinking back, the only truth that I was ever taught in public school was math. Everything else was white people's side of the story. This is why history is classified as his story. All the flavor that black people gave this country to help make it great is always erased, and it makes like we fell from the sky and we landed into slavery, and then we jumped up and marched across the Edmund Pettus Bridge for the right to sit on the same toilet seat as white people. That's because racism is a religion in America. Religion is a Ponzi scheme, and a good way to tell you're going through a bad neighborhood is when you see a lot of churches. There's usually 2 or 3 in one block. The block is always lopsided, and it's just precarious in its foundation because you give money to the church, but it don't circulate. The pastor got a smile that's fake, and everybody in the community is crying broke, but the church is the only institution that's stacking cake. But there are levels to this shit. Think about it. When immigrants go to another country, they do it for a better way of life, right? But if that's the case, then you can't say the same thing about my forefathers. A better way of life was built off their back. In fact, they came to this country the way convicts go to court. How? Their hands and feet were fettered to the ground down in the bowels of a slave ship like cheap fish, saltwater seasick and suffocating from the stench of their own excrement. Now wait a minute, immigrants don't travel like this. They was being treated like hostages and getting smoked like sausages in a tight ship shipped across the earth for 2 purposes: to provide comfort and wealth for European nations. But even inside of a race, there's another race. I'll finish the rest later. Yo, check out my book online. It's called Corner Stores in the Middle of the Block. And don't beat your children or they'll turn out like me. Peace. What's up, everybody? These are my 2 books that self-published. Why don't you use your Cash App and get a few copies? Or if you'd like to know more, just inbox me, all right? Later.